सलाम नमस्ते 90.4 रेडियो दैट लिसन्स पे डील विद इट एक बार फिर से ओवरचार्ज डीकेबी दिलीप कुमार बख्शी. इट्स बीन अ टाइम सिंस अ गाय लाइक हिम केम फॉर एन इंटरव्यू एंड सर आई एम सर क्या बताऊं मैं, मतलब मैं तो धन्य हो गया आपका इंटरव्यू करके सर. It's really been that feeling. He's VP HR Indorama and we've been talking about market and recession and all those things which we Indians are not concerned about. Let's ask DKB, how badly is India affected by recession, sir?
Yeah, I think India is not that way affected as compared to America, Japan, China, Korea, UK, New Zealand. I think we are in a much stronger position as compared to other countries.
Okay.
I think there's another factor which we need to try to work on our people is we need to work on our skill set. We need to work more on our knowledge. We need to work more on our cultural integration. We Indians are going to be ruling the world in the global market. Now our future generations, our students, our teachers must get more and more trained on global cultural entrepreneurship skills and business development skills. I think this is the time when our Indian boys, girls, as well as the corporate managers should spend time on themselves, renovate themselves, do a process of 6 hours, reinforce, re-energize, re-engineering, re-establish, recap,
Relife.
and recognize. Recognition is very important.
Recognition
because
is, of course,
unless
important,
you do an at the end recognition, a pat on the back. I was telling today to them, don't catch people doing something wrong. Catch people doing something good.
Well said.
When you catch people doing something good, even the negative becomes positive. But when you catch people doing something wrong, the positive becomes negative.
It is.
In this world of today, change is very important. I want to give a phrase. If you always do what you have always done, you will always get what you have always got. Again, I repeat, if you always do what you have always done, you will always get what you have always got. Hence, think differently. We need to think differently. We need to be different. We need to create Indianization around the world. We should not be Americanization. We should create Indian human capital. सारे जहां से अच्छा हिंदोस्ता हमारा, हम बुलबुले हैं उसकी, जो बुलसिता हमारा, सारे जहां से अच्छा. Wherever we are in the world, we must carry the flag of India, powerful by our intellectual property, by our discipline, by our culture, by our flexibility, by our ability, by our attitude. That's what I believe.
DKB is certainly someone I am proud of right now because he is an Indian, I am an Indian, and the jazba he carries in his heart, yaar. Come on, you people heard him already. He is full of energy and I am full of energy, and somebody sitting next to me is giggling for some reason, but I don't know. She already knows him. Anyways, sir, something happened in Satyam, the Satyam scandal. Did it aggravated the recession? Or did it make the scene a little worse in India?
Yeah, so far as Indians are concerned, it is a black spot on us.
Yep.
I was in Netherlands when this happened, and I was the guy sitting with me in the flight, and he said, "Oh, you're an Indian." Oh, Satyam.
Yeah, right.
You know, this is a black spot. I think we need to do ethical businesses. We need to ensure very clear what we are doing, very open, transparent. At the end, you cannot cheat people.
Yeah.
We need to learn from Satyam. Hey, future generations, that's what I talk to future generations. Come on, make yourself more ethical than what you were yesterday. Global world will respect you for your ethical practices, for your best practices.
Take it as a mantra, people.
I respect a lot Mr. Narayana Murthy, Mr. Azim Premji, Mr.
Right.
Brij Mohan Mujal. These are the people who made India proud globally. Tatas. Best ethical practices in the world today. Best company to work in the world today. Now, these companies have gone beyond their work to make sure that they're ethical, they're best in the organizations. I think we need to learn from Satyam and create organizations full of ethical best practices. We need not to bow down to situations where we can spoil our name in terms of global world. Here I talk about Baba Ramdev, very strong man globally. What he's doing in India today, he's creating a culture of people to create that We need to be proud Indians.
Right.
He is putting yoga in place, and he has changed the entire scene of yoga. Everybody knew yoga in the country.
Yeah.
But then he has taken it global, but in a very different way, because he is reaching to the masses.
Yes, he is.
Hey, why don't our politicians reach to the masses the way Baba Ramdev is moving? Why doesn't he do that?
Possibly Baba Ramdev would be our new Prime Minister.
No, he never wants to be the Prime Minister of India. I think he is doing a great job. He is like a
doing what
Rani
he
Ki
does.
Jhansi.
He is.
I respect him. He will be really a godfather for Indians, and he is taking India proud. This is what is required in today's arena of recession. Get into a mode of listening to people, understanding people, get into pranayams, get your internal healing done so that you get more passion, more energy, more wisdom, more thinking.
I hope you people are getting it, because I'm getting a piece of everything this guy has to offer. This guy is totally amazing. He's driving me nuts here. Sir, one more thing. All this jargon, sir, all these big things. India has done great. India has always done great. India, I guess, is the oldest country to exist. It has got a history older than the history itself. And India is like a great country. We all know that. And Baba Ramdev has just exaggerated the entire statement India has always made about itself. But again, recession, cost cutting. Let's talk about something which every Indian would be asking their seniors or subordinates. Cost cutting is happening. Job shunting is already on. In India itself, people are losing their jobs, and their pays are getting cut. And where do you think it's leading?
I think
Is there one more thing I need to add? Is there some kind of compensation for the people who are losing their jobs?
Yeah, globally, yes, there are various systems in the process where globally it's done. In India also we have to an extent, but I feel, I think we need to talk to our chairmen, CEOs, managing directors. This should be a last resort to cut the jobs. I'm a believer of this. I think we need to talk to people, we need to give opportunity to people to tell them this is the condition of our company today. We cannot afford to keep you. I think people will brainstorm and come out with something where they can still retain their job and they will help the organizations build up. The problem is we do not communicate properly to the people and we send them home. I think we need to have I request my HR fraternity to talk to people, take them into your own stride and make the best out of them, and probably there could be some better renewal process which can come in.
Motivate the employers.
Motivate the employee. I think you charge them up, they can do much better. I think they will struggle to do it.
Yes, they will, of course.
We are just talking about losing the job. Why we talk about only losing the job? Why can't they create something which can give them the job security? And probably they may be even ready to reduce some salary to an extent for some time. But when the things become good, they should be able to pay that much.
So when do you think the things become good? Is 2009 a good year? As we already discussed, we started the show with this thing, with this vibe that let's make 2009 the best year of our life. But is it gonna be the best year of our lives? Because the market gurus, as you're one, I guess, they don't feel the same. They say the worst is yet to come, as you already mentioned in the earlier in the show. Is it the truth?
I think there's more of a 60% hype and 40% is recession. It's a mindset.
Okay.
We are putting our people into through the media recession. I think we need to change our mindset. In case we change our mindset, things would be different. I'll give you a quick story of a person.
Okay.
There was a person, and there was he was selling, he had a very big restaurant in Canada.
Right.
So, he has been running last 30 years, and he was making good money. His son studied from another country in France, and he came back home, and it went through recession. So when he came back home, and he tells his father, "Oh, Dad, the world is in mess. Things are very bad these days, and there's a recession. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow." So Dad said, "My son has come with a management from France or somewhere else. He knows better than me." So father said, "What do I do, son?" He said, "You stop buying this now, raw material. Don't keep stocks. Don't keep this." With the result, he stopped buying raw materials. He stopped buying things. And with the result, less people start coming to the restaurant. With the passage, almost restaurant were closed. Now I want to question people. Was that hype of recession? Because the guy did not even know the recession. And he was running his business very well. But the guy had a mindset of recession. He spoiled a very good business of his father. Come on.
So we are creating things for ourselves. Things are not there.
Let's be deaf frogs in life. I was giving the story to these children.
Right.
Let's be deaf. Let's not listen to the negative sentiments. Let's move forward. Be deaf to negative ones. And you can change the world the way President Obama has changed the world. Hope for the change. Change the world with your positive attitude, positive thinking. You can and you will do it.
Sir, last but not the least, in Deal With It, your message for the entire Noida and Ghaziabad community, because Noida itself is an IT hub in UP and it's recognized for being an IT hub. People from Delhi come and work here. So even people working here would be worried. When they listen to this show, this broadcast, they should feel good or bad. It depends on what you say. What is the message for such people about recession?
First of all, I live in Noida. I'm part of Noida. Of course, last 5 years I live abroad, but I'm part of Sector 41, Noida. And I feel proud to be part of Noida. It's a wonderful place to live. My message, especially to Noida and Delhi Vasi, is get together, work together, move together, learn together, earn together, dance together, sleep together, and cry together. Now why I'm saying cry together? I'm saying because whenever there's a misery, give your shoulder to the other person. That is what is remembered for long. Don't go to people only when they are asking you to come for a cocktail and a dinner and a dance and a party and this. Go and give your shoulder to people when they are in misery. Maybe somebody is suffering with a recession. Give him the shoulder. When you give him the shoulder in a situation when he is in a bad shape, he will remember it lifelong. Be together. Together, we can make a big difference. Nobody can do it all alone. When you are alone in a corner doing things, you will get cornered. But be part of the team. Together, everyone achieves more. TEAM. Be together, make things possible for yourself, for your teams, for your Noida, for your Delhi, for your country, for your society. And become proud Noida Vasi Indian.
Well, that was one crazy message. I know you got it. Being together is the key, people. So many mantras this guy has given, and if I don't stop him, he can explain everything. I think he's more of a spiritualist than a marketing guy. You're talking in such a manner. But it's been a pleasure, sir, having you in the studio. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure as well. Wish you all the best and good luck. God bless you. Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara.
Thank you, sir.